Good night. With Sports Night, I am Mark Seal. The National Sports Council is once again tackling a growing problem, a problem that has been costing the council. The NSC met with over 150 representatives from national associations and clubs last night at the Willie Gym to discuss the misuse of its token system at various pavilions and hard courts across the island. Recently, the NSC revealed that persons are again compromising the tokens used to power on the lights at the facilities in order to avoid payment. Speaking to CBC Sports, Acting Director at the National Sports Council, Neil Murrell, said the majority of coins are back in their possession and a new dispensation system has been put in place.
We have collected practically most of the coins from our boxes, and we are in the process, given the meeting last night, of working with those national associations and clubs that are in dire need because they have events upcoming. But what we are doing is working with the responsible persons in the community that we have identified coming through from the meeting last night. So that, as I said, is the short-term solution, and we will work towards a longer solution so that really and truly that all young people can use lights within the community. But we want to ensure that they are not used in a manner that is going to cause our financial, or to have financial implications of using the lights going through the roof. And that is what we were experiencing before, and that's what we are seeking to cull and correct.
Now, just how was the Sports Council being cheated? Warren revealed how the system was being misused.
What we have found in doing an assessment of the coin box is that a lot of, or some of our token boxes have been compromised in terms of putting different coins in the system, coins that have been shaved down, coins from different entities, jamming the system, bridging the system, and in some cases the illegal use of our coin box / electrical system. The token boxes come out of Miami, and the cost is very expensive to retrofit token boxes and to also get coins to put in the box. I think this would be about the second time that we will be putting this system in place, because a few years ago we had encountered the system. We had a lot of washing machine coins. We found a lot of washing machine coins in the system. And we had attempted at that time to change out the system, but this time it has really gotten overbearing and has really gotten out of hand. So we really have to clamp down on that particular system.
On the basketball, where Combermere B have taken the last playoff spot in the Massey United Schools Senior Tournament. Competing in the North Zone, it came down to either Combermere B or Graydon Sealy. The winner of their matchup last evening in Waterford would join zone winners Harrison College. Now, Combermere B had to fight hard from a behind position. They were behind by about 12 points, and they came back to win. CBC's Kamal Haynes reports.
Graydon Sealy and the Maroon get things going with a fadeaway jumper from Rodston Best. This game was a close one in the early stages, with both teams neck and neck after the scores were tied at the end of the first quarter, 10-10. Here Trey Ward persists through traffic and finds the basket on his second attempt. Combermere B were trailing and welcomed the needed baskets. Primus Wardron taking matters into his own hands and finishes with a slam dunk. But in quick time, Graydon City were back on the offense, Best dancing through the D and converts 2 of his 14 points. Graydon City would lead by 6 at the half, 26-20. Here with a steal and quick pass to Christopher Herwood, who gets the bucket. Third quarter action, and Combermere B were first to score, thanks to Justin Bramman, who collected 12 on the evening. Nathan Eswick showed defensive skills for Graydon Sealy, effecting the steal and providing the pass to Herwood, who finished with a right-handed layup. Combermere B continued finding the baskets to reduce their deficit. Nathan Moore passes to the danger man Waldron, who nets 2 of his game-high 19 points. Despite Combermere's fight, Graydon Sealy held on to lead by 2 at the end of the third quarter, 35-33. Here Eswick fires a big 3 to collect his only points of the game. The final quarter saw Combermere B shifting into overdrive, with everyone getting on board. Here Raziel Williams attacks the rim to level the game. The fuel in Graydon Sealy's tank was no more as they were outplayed in this decisive quarter in all aspects. Ward with the spin and drive and through the hoop. Combermere managed 19 points in the fourth to Graydon Sealy's 5 to come from behind to win by a 12-point margin, 52-40. Kamal Haynes, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Kamal. So Combermere B, they'll make it 2 Combermere teams in the semifinals as their A team have already won the South Zone with an unbeaten record. Second in that South Zone, Samuel Jackman Prescott Institute of Technology. And as I said earlier, Harrison College already won the North Zone. They're also undefeated. The BW Diamonds and BRC Ballers will meet in the finals of the Sir Roy Trotman Zone of the Barbados Workers Union Netball Tournament after contrasting victories in the semifinals at the Netball Stadium. Diamonds ripped apart Chickmont Ballers, winning 66-21, while BRC Ballers defeated Wolverines 52-45. Meanwhile, in the Linda Brook Zone, Rapid Response and Warriors also picked up victories in their semis to advance to Sunday's final. CBC's Sean Green reports.
Rapid Response looking for a rapid start to this game against Blue Blazers. Tristan Dean gets a hold of this ball and finds the hoop with the greatest of ease. But if you thought that was rapid, then what about this? Blue Blazers with some clinical passing to get the ball down to Ashley Lowe. And she makes this one look easy, very easy, no problems for her. However, this game was one of the closer ones on the night. Here's a long pass to Dean, who finds Linda Waldron on the inside, who converts one of her 18 in the game for R&R. Rapid Response pushing for another goal once more. The ball getting to their goal attack. Dean falling a bit short on this occasion, but she chased it down, this time finding her partner in Waldron, the shooter, and she netted it beautifully. Blue Blazers now looking to formulate an attack of their own, quick, accurate stuff, until they would eventually find Janice Clark, the goal attack, shooting 9 of her 14 on the night for the Blazers. Waldron, the bounce pass to her center, and she gets it back in a hurry. And with that, she netted another one to keep their noses in front of the opposition. But as I said before, this game was very competitive. Blue Blazers looking for another goal, and they would get it off the fingers of their goal attack, Janice Clark, who shot 17. The Blazers blazing once more, feeding Clark, and she, in turn, would feed the hoop to add to her team's tally. But Rapid Response, who led 20-13 after 2 quarters and 27-21 after 3, held on to that lead to eventually defeat Blue Blazers 35-26. The other playoff game in this zone featured the Warriors Sports Club in the green versus SVR Ballers, and this one was even closer. That's an early goal. Warriors, though, were out of the blocks early in this game, and that's goal attack finding her goal shooter again in Tiffany Lovell. Easy pickings at the hoop. And if you thought that looked easy, then this was a walk among the tulips in the park for the Warriors. Over to Lovell, who added another one to her tally of 16 on the night. SVR Ballers were having a bit more difficult time at their end to score some goals, but they persisted. Back to the wing attack and back to Leanne Harper, and this time she connects with her target. The ball gets to Shaquila Babb, who's not so happy with her current position, so she decides to make a different move. But it's with her goal attack who ends it with the ball. That's Harper, then it's back with Babb again, and she finishes the play in style. But in what turned out to be a very close game indeed, it was the Warriors who would come away as the victors. That's Tiana Catlin. Warriors winning by 1, 22-21.
Sports Minister John King says he wants a Super Bowl location in Bashir to be one of the top destinations in the world for surfing. He was speaking today at the launch of the PEG Independence Surf Festival, a component of the annual Barbados Independence Invitational Games.
When you think about sport, live music, dance, art, they're all entertainment. And what is entertainment? It's about experience, first and foremost. And not only the experience for the competitors, and not only the experience on the day, but the experience of the lead up to the events. the experience for the coaches, the experience for the media, the experience for everyone who comes as a spectator, the experience for people who are watching what's going to be happening down here online. That is the experience that we have to sell. And that is the experience that can only be gotten from being here, from what we do in Barbados. I want this location, and I'm going to tell you guys, I will support you in whatever way I can. But I want this location to be known around the world as the finest surfing destination in the world.
The minister added that more of our natural resources should be used to the advantage of benefiting the economy.
If we don't have all the fancy stadiums and stuff like that, and we're going to use our natural resources, isn't it not possible that not only water sports could be here? Isn't it possible that we can have a chess tournament world class on the beach? That we can have a domino tournament world class on the beach? That we have to be able to look at the resources that we have and use them to our advantage.
More than 120 surfers will be competing in the festival, which started yesterday. And Director of Surf Promotions Barbados Limited, Louis Venezia, says the events set for the juniors will give them the necessary exposure.
It's very important that we keep the juniors going, especially in Barbados. That's where it all starts. You know, these kids start 8, 9 years old, and they need an avenue to compete. And there's no better place than to do it right here in Barbados.
Surf Promotions Barbados Limited has joined forces with the Barbados Surfing Association, which is celebrating its 35th year of hosting surfing contests in Barbados. President of the association, Paul Bourne, says he is more than delighted with the joint partnership.
They have been doing events here for a number of years now, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. More and more surfers are coming to the island, and as I said, it's just such a pleasure to be involved in this event. The Surfing Association obviously is the governing body of the sport on the island, and we are more than happy to be sanctioning this event, supporting this event, and involved in this event.
The festival runs until Sunday. Now here's what's going on tomorrow, November 8th. The big games continue with surfing at the Soup Bowl from 8 a.m. and badminton at BCC from 7 p.m. It's round 7 of the Guardian Group Herman Griffith Primary Schools cricket competition. 6 matches across the island will be playing, all starting at 10 a.m. It's also the semi-final time in the BCA Schools Under-19 cricket competition. St. Michael versus Aline at Weymouth in one game, and in the other it'll be the Lodge against Combermere in Queen's Park. Start time is 11 a.m. And the Massey United Senior Schools basketball continues with 2 games at 3:30 p.m. Alexandra at home to Graydon Sealy in a league match, while we have Ellerslie hosting Foundation in a knockout fixture.